Hey fam, grace and peace. This is Charles here with your midweek recharge. And I actually do have a recharge for you. And the recharge comes in the form of how we spend our time, how we're spending our time, and what we're choosing to consume. And like you, I've found myself consuming more news media than ever before, probably spending a little more time on social media than ever before. The pandemic has taken many of us out of our routine, although we've been in the pandemic for a bit now, so we've certainly had opportunity to establish some new routines. But what I want to encourage you to do, what I want to challenge you to do, is to realize that for many of us, I don't want to paint with a broad brush, because there are a number of folks for whom things are really bad right now. They may have tested positive and are having a difficult time. They may have lost family members. And in spite of the challenges and adversity that we're faced with, there is still absolutely hope. There's still a lot to feel good about. There's still a lot to feel good about. And, you know, one of the opportunities that we have is to pull back and to allow our experience to truly be shaped by what's happening in the material world and not be influenced by what we see or experience in the digital world. Because while the digital world is absolutely a part of our life, a part of our existence, what happens on social media is not all life. And I want to say something to y'all, and I want y'all to hear me. Not every person that votes for the individual that's in office right now is an awful person. Not every person that supports the individual that's in office right now is a terrible person. Even if the person in office does not value the things that we may value, there are individuals that are voting for this person for their own reasons. And guess what, fam? They're entitled to those reasons. We are allowed to disagree. We're allowed to have differing viewpoints. What we're not allowed to do is cut people off because they disagree with us. We're not allowed to demonize or belittle or condemn someone because they have a different perspective than we have. And there was a time where we could disagree and have a conversation and not cut people off. And we have allowed our digital, our social media, our internet interactions to dictate what happens to the rest of our perspective, the rest of our lived experience. We're online far less than we are offline. And yet we've allowed our online experience to dictate what we feel and go through online. No more. My challenge to you this week is to step back from the news, step back from social media, take a break and embrace the reality that we're doing okay. In the grand scheme of things, we really are doing okay. And we can disagree without having to cut people off. We can disagree without marginalizing, without belittling. We can disagree and still love one another. It's what Jesus would do. Peace, fam.